Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a Dodgers territory post-game edition on a win. Alanna, Rizzo, Clint Pasillas. We didn't have the greatest homestand, Clint Pasillas, but the Dodgers are finishing on a positive note. Finally getting away from the Arizona Diamondbacks in a really nice performance from Dustin May and a really, really great performance from Teoscar Hernandez. Good evening to you, kind sir.
Yeah, hey, I guess it's sort of still good morning for you, but not crazy times. Dodgers finishing in a reasonable time. They get out of town, taking the series against the Diamondbacks, which you feel good about. Overall, not a great homestand, but let's be positive. They are winners now of two in a row. Dustin May delivered, and like you mentioned, our boy Teoscar Hernandez delivered. He brought the stakes tonight. 3-run homer when Corbin Burnes was absolutely dealing. I mean, it's so good to have that man back in the lineup.
I tell you, I mean, he's been my MVP ever since he became a Los Angeles Dodger. When he went down with the hamstring issue, I said, "Oh man, I don't like those hamstrings. I don't like those oblique things. I don't like certain injuries that make you go hmm." But Teoscar misses
Hmm.
12 games, but doesn't miss a beat. Right? He comes back and drives in all three of the Dodgers' runs, and against an unbelievably good pitcher in Corbin Burnes, who was also on fire tonight. I mean, Corbin Burnes pitched wasn't his
Yeah.
fault. I think he was really irritated at that 85 and a half mile per hour slider that Teo sent over the wall. I don't know if he didn't like his pitch selection or if he's just like, dang it, I wish I could have had that back because he was just a little bit off. But for whatever reason, Dodgers bested Corbin Burnes and the Snakes, if you will, today,
Yeah.
3-1. But yes, you're right. It's great to have Teoscar back. Perfect in that cleanup spot. Did the job tonight.
Guys, and also sound off in the comments below or wherever you're watching it. Like I believe, like you already said, Alanna, make sure you're rating and reviewing our show, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. But Court the Crusader, welcome back, Teo. It just feels really, really good to have that dude back in the lineup. We'll talk more Teo in a little bit, but this game was started by Code Red, Dustin May, and Dustin May, absolutely, like I said, he did deliver before the game. Dave Roberts kind of issued a little bit of a challenge to the starting rotation. It's about time for everybody to start stepping up. It's about time for guys to be going deeper into ball games. And 6 innings, 88 pitches for Dustin May in this one. 5 hits, a lot of those coming later in the game. Squeezed on that one walk.
Right.
Should have been a punch out to Corbin Carroll to open the game. Maybe a home plate umpire needs to go to Max Muncy and Kike Hernandez's
PKs.
eye doctor, whatever. Ties a season high with 8 Ks, and yeah, for the most part, pretty economical. What'd you like out of Dustin tonight?
Just the fire, and you also saw him in the dugout too when the bullpen had to come in and kind of not clean it up, if you will, but kind of get those outs in that inning. I just think that Dustin May looked like he had that competitive fire again. And back to your point about Dave Roberts imploring the starters to go deep into the
Yeah.
game. I mean, if you take a look at the usage, Clint, of what the Dodgers bullpen has had to do, and we're going to actually get more into that on our show tomorrow. We had an opportunity to speak with Dodgers pitching coach Mark Pryor today. You and I did, and we'll talk about the use of the Dodgers bullpen and the need for the starters, albeit a lot of them banged up, to go deep into the game. So
Yeah.
yeah, I thought Dustin May looked really good. Just gave up that solo shot to Marte, and for whatever reason, Marte just really steps his game up when he plays the Los Angeles Dodgers. I'd rather not see him at the plate ever again. But you brought it out too in our rundown. It looked like it was the best kind of like breaking ball for Dustin May that we've seen so far in the 2025 version of him. I love the swing and miss 8 punch outs tonight.
Yeah, he had that. He had that going in the first couple of games. The tighter breaking ball, the tighter slurve, a sweeper, whatever you want to call it these days, and it kind of eroded over the last maybe 3 to 4 starts. But he absolutely had it going today, had it dialed in, and that's the difference maker. If you're talking about a dude he's not throwing 98, 99, 100 anymore. He still has the insane arm side movement when you're talking about that two-seamer that has embarrassed Manny Machado a number of times, and looking forward to seeing that hopefully next month if everybody can stay healthy. Knock on desk with this ball club. But to get a dominant second pitch going That's just gonna, you need that. You need to have two pitches. He's not Mariano Rivera. He's not Kenley Jansen, who can get away with just one
a
pitch.
cutter the entire time.
He's not a cutter dude. So you got to have that in the arsenal, in the tank, and he had it tonight. And then really, really good relief effort from the guys behind him. You know, like I said, Jack Dreyer, Lou Trevino raising or opening some eyes in a couple of games now with the Dodgers. Puts out a little bit of fire, picks up 4 outs, and I'm sure everybody was thrilled on Twitter to see Tanner Scott back in the game in the ninth
I was wondering
inning.
too. You and I were. I thought you were going to say that everybody was thrilled to see Gurriel go down. I just think that again, we were like, wow, Tanner Scott back to back. I'd love to see, and I know the Dodgers do this. All the teams do now. It's just the outage. The usage in terms of how many outs or how many pitches they've thrown in terms of relief outings. This team has been pushed to the max, and Dave Roberts has acknowledged that in terms of bullpen arms and stuff. But you're right. Another 3 innings from the pen tonight. They looked really good. The offense, it was a little hit or miss. No pun intended. Obviously, without Teoscar, though, you don't win this game, right? I mean, Shohei Ohtani 0 for 4, Clint with 2 Ks, still batting 304 on the year, but just not looking good today. 0 for 4 on the night, as I said. Freddie Freeman, though, he's just Mr. Consistent, right?
Just
Mr.
so
Consistent.
Good.
Nobody's more reliable, as you said, than Frederick Freeman. Batting average north of 420 in the month of May. OPS over 1,200 since April 25th. He's just a good ball player.
And he's the guy who got the first base knock off of Corbin Burnes today to break up that to break up the perfect game. I put it in my Discord chat very early. I think after Burnes went through the first 9 hitters, I was like, hey, watch out, we got a perfect game alert, and hoping that the baseball gods would help us out. Ultimately, they did, but also Freddie Freeman, he's just pretty dang good when it comes to helping himself out, helping the team out. Like you mentioned, a batting average north of 420 in the month of May, OPS north of 1,200 since April 25th. Dude is on an absolute heater. He's another guy Dave Roberts talked about today as well. Just, I think, and we've talked a little bit about this, I feel like this is the best version of Freddie Freeman that we've seen in a Dodger uniform. And this is a dude who's been so goddamn good in a Dodger uniform. Thank you once again, Atlanta Braves. But what do you think? What are you seeing with him? I mean, obviously you're somebody who has covered him nationally for his entire career. What are you seeing that's a little bit different about Freddie this year?
I see a calmness about him. And I think a lot of obviously what happened last year was, the illness with his son and everything. And that's very scary. And again, we have to remember, folks, these people are people before they're players, but I don't think he has that burden on him this season. And what he's been able to do as at the plate, just being so consistent. It's like, he's just a guy that gives you a good he reminds me, not to compare the two by any stretch. I think that Freddie Freeman is a first ballot Hall of Famer, but he reminds me of JT in the way that, obviously different sides of the plate, but on the way that they go about their business, in terms of just a professional at bat, that he's going to force the opposing pitcher to throw strikes, and he's not going to chase outside of his zone. And he uses the entire field. And I love that about him. And there's just a calmness about him. And he's like, kind of like, like type of guy, like he's not gonna inject fear into anyone's veins in terms of like
that's
attitude.
What you're going with. All right, yeah.
No, I just think he's just kind of like kind of like grab your lunch pail, put your head down, and go to work kind of guy.
Like, what's going on, buddy? You cool if I get a base hit off of you?
Yeah. Hi, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So sorry I got that base hit off of you. Hi. And he's like talking everybody up at first, and I don't know. He's just a good ball player. Glad he's with us.
Good point here from Court as well. Court the Crusader. He's not even fully healthy right now. We still know he's coming in at least 90 minutes before ball games to get that ankle worked on. I'm bad at math, as my friend Jeff Snyder will tell you, but we are 9 months away, 9 months removed from surgery on that ankle, or I think it's less than, because he had it in November. Again, I'm bad at counting down all that kind of stuff, but I'm not bad at throwing to an ad, because we do have to hear from our friends at Foul Territory real quick. So guys, give us a second and we will be back.
There's a lot of failure in baseball, and you should also look at your favorite manager and see how he's doing since he took over whatever job that is, because sometimes you can age fast, you can lose hair, and Kratz, we might have an answer for those stressed out managers, and it is
Nutrafol. You might lose hair, but Nutrafol will help you thicken it back up, and you will look as youthful as the first day you were a manager.
That's right. Many hair supplements overpromise and underdeliver, but Nutrafol is different as the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand trusted by over 1.5 million people. So start your hair growth journey with Nutrafol, and for a limited time, you can get $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and then enter the promo code FOUL. Find out why Nutrafol is the best-selling hair growth supplement brand at Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code FOUL.
I love that. Look as young as you did the first day you started managing. They age quickly, don't they? I mean, this game will kick you right in your teeth, and you're only as good as what have you done for me lately, if you will. So thanks for Nutrafol for being a part of the show. We appreciate it very much. Let's talk about the homestand. Not great, right? 4-5 on the homestand. When you are at Chavez Ravine, you expect to dominate. And when you play teams that are lesser teams in terms of talent and record and all of the things and going down the 5, you expect to beat them. And I did not expect to get swept by the Angels. I'm sorry. I know that the Diamondbacks are obviously a very good team, and they've played the Dodgers competitively over the course of the last couple of years. But getting swept by the Angels stings a little bit more, Clint.
Yeah, that one's a bit more on the embarrassing side when you get swept by the Anaheim Angels of Anaheim by way of California and Orange County. You take 2 or 3 from the Athletics, you lose that first one, but yeah, the Angels, that just stings, and we understand why they're beaten, they're battered, they're bruised, they are without a lot of starting pitching, but at the same time, it felt to me like the Angels, not to say the Dodgers weren't trying to win or whatever, but the Angels really, really, really wanted to beat the Dodgers in that series and try to show up Shohei and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully we can.
Is that even possible? Is that even possible to do? Nobody can show up Shohei. Really? I mean,
Decoy. Maybe Decoy.
Oh, he had his second birthday. That was just the other day, by the way. But I don't know. The Angels, that series bothered me. And I don't know. Again, we need healthy starting pitching. We need healthy starting pitching to go deep into the game. We need to be able to give the bullpen a break, and we need the top of the order all the way down, to figure it out. But that being said, you got to win the games in your division, right? And at least we know what the Arizona Diamondbacks are looking like right now.
Yeah, and you know what? The Dodgers did that. You take 2 of 3 in this series. You escape the homestand 4-5. Get out of L.A., and you get to see a completely slate of new teams. Dodgers going to New York to face the Metropolitans next week. You got the Cleveland Guardians. So we'll talk about those matchups in future editions of this show. But the important thing is right now, Alanna, 2-game lead over the Giants, because Giants, I think, were either off today.
Yeah, Giants. No, well, I think the Giants and the Padres lost today.
Are they not? I don't know. Something.
Well, no, wait. The Diamondbacks lost. Hang on. Padres got shelled, and the Giants, according to Kenny Chung, our boy Kenny, Padres got shelled, and the Giants also lost. Obviously, the Diamondbacks lost. The Dodgers win. So, yay, nobody cares about the Rockies, and there you have it.
Does anybody, seriously, I mean, you're from Colorado. Does anybody care about the Rockies anymore?
No, and it's a very disgruntled fan base. And for the Rockies fan base to be disgruntled because it's very much a Broncos town, that says something, right? I mean, it's a huge Broncos town. And then obviously the Nuggets got booted. The Avalanche didn't go deep into the postseason. So, it's like all you're left with now is Rockies, and it's just an abomination. And I feel badly for the city, and I do feel badly for that fan base. And I feel bad for the players, too. The players are certainly not to blame. I mean, it's the ownership. But anyway, that's another Rockies territory. That's not for Dodgers territory.
Oh, God. If we ever get a Rockies territory on the network, I tell you what, I just want to be on that show here and there just so I could – I don't even want to talk. I just want to watch it. But be on screen so I could just occasionally laugh at them.
See cry. Aww.
Yeah. But anyways, again, importantly, Dodgers win this one. They get out of town. They get away from home. Usually home cooking helps out, but apparently the stoppers now. Yamamoto was phenomenal. We haven't talked about him on the channel yet since he did what he did against these Diamondbacks yesterday. Yamamoto, you weren't bought in all the way when this team first signed him. Where are you at now on Yama? I mean, obviously
I'm definitely more on the Clint Pasillas. Yama is the greatest thing ever train. That's definitely what you were talking about. And again, we'll talk to Mark Pryor. You guys will hear that tomorrow, our conversation with Mark Pryor about Yamamoto and just how much better he is this year and why that is. No, he's been great. And he actually, he did exactly what he needed to do. He shoved. And to see Dustin May come out with a nice performance as well. It seems like it's been a bit of time that we've had back-to-back, like really decent starting outings where you can feel good about it. And not only did Dustin May give us that good starting outing, Clint, but we did it against a really, really freaking good pitcher in Corbin Burnes. So I feel like that's a double win, right? I mean, Dustin May shoved and Corbin Burnes is really good. And Teoscar Hernandez beat Corbin Burnes on that 85.5-mile-an-hour slider. So there you have it.
You still want to see them get a little bit more offense in there. You want to see the rest of the lineup doing a little bit more. Miggy Rowe had a hit today. Mookie had a hit today. Freddie had a hit today. But we need to see the whole lineup start to get ticking again. Looking forward to this off day tomorrow. I'm sure the team very much is. They could spend some time in LA, and I can imagine that really, really helps out when you're like, all right, let's be here for just a little bit, and then let's fly out cross country. You're winning 2 games. There's good vibes on the plane and all that kind of stuff. So now,
I'm looking forward to the Mets. I'm looking forward to seeing that series. I think this is a team that coming into the Red Sox series was scuffling a little bit. I actually had an opportunity to host the MLB on TBS show last night, and our game was Mets and Red Sox. And we were talking about how the top of the order for the Mets is scuffling. Their big 3. We have our big 3, obviously, but they have a big 3 too. And it's Francisco Lindor, of course, Pete Alonso, and what's his name? Juan Soto. Juan Soto? Is that what it is? Juan Soto?
Yeah, there was
anyway,
but nobody was in on him this offseason or last.
Yeah, no. So it'll be a good. I like these measuring stick series. I really do. I like to see where we're at, kind of, in a quarter pole of the season, a little over 50 games or whatever it is that we've played. But this could very much be a postseason matchup for this club. It's a good team, and they have the best ERA in all of baseball, not only for their starters, but for their entire pitching staff. So the Dodgers offense will need to be what we know this offense is capable of being.
Yeah, and I feel good. I do think the change and also the last time the Dodgers were in New York at Citi Field, it was good for them. They had a pretty good run there, winning the National League Championship Series. So I think it for once. Usually I'm like, hey, get this team home. I want to get them away. I want them to kind of rebuild. I mean, not to say there's any sort of chemistry issues, but just kind of get the good vibes going. Again, listen, you got some guys coming back. Shohei is going to be throwing, potentially maybe facing a couple hitters this weekend at Citi Field as well. We're just everybody endure. This team will endure and survive. It's a tough stretch right now. It's the point I'm trying to get to. It's a tough stretch.
And I know I keep talking about it, but I highly recommend you guys tune into Dodgers territory tomorrow. Clint and I go in detail with Mark Pryor, who is now in his 6th year already as the Dodgers pitching coach. Of course, he started in 2018 as the bullpen coach for a couple seasons when Honey was still here. But he goes in depth about, kind of where Shohei is, kind of where Roki Sasaki is, what it means to have Kershaw back in the rotation, how good Yamamoto's been. So it's a really good conversation with Mark Pryor about kind of the state of the union, if you will, of starting pitching and how it's affecting the bullpen too. I mean, these guys are pitching out of their minds and taking on a lot of innings. So I highly encourage you to tune into that show tomorrow because it's a good one.
Yeah, full spoiler alert, we won't be live. We have some scheduling conflicts, but it is a good conversation, and it still plays well. We got a little bit more show left, but first, once again, we do got to hear from our friends at Foul Territory.
I just want to say, before Arena Club, if you were trying to very actively buy, sell, trade, it was very complicated and used a lot of mail that was unnecessary.
Yeah, I didn't even know how to do it, but I'm glad we have Arena Club now because it's a one-stop shop for everything card related.
It is, and right now you can get 20% off your first slab pack or your first card purchase by going to arenaclub.com/FOUL. Use code FOUL. If you're a collector, you've got to check out Arena Club. Go get after it.
Big thank you to anybody who supports the people that support our network here and our show. Before we do wrap, I want to talk about one thing. I'm trying to get the screen loaded up here because this is just I'm pulling this one out of my butt here. But did you see today the whole Paul Skeens thing where they're trying to put together a potential trade package for Paul Skeens? Because listen, if there's anybody,
they're not going to trade Paul Skeens.
I'm aware.
Pittsburgh will burn to the ground.
They're
not trading Paul Skeens.
I am fully aware of this. However, I just want to. It's almost here. I swear, it's happening. There it is. There it is. Right there.
There we go.
Yeah, I don't know who was the Tigers one, whatever. I pulled this as quick as I could during the show here, but apparently I grabbed the wrong one. Whatever, it is what it is. We're doing it live, but the trade package for the Dodgers, like, I don't know that there is enough talent. Yeah, it's like, do you get Magic Johnson in return or something like that? Like, how much talent would you need to give up to get Paul Skeens in the Dodgers uniform? And I know we talked about this last year when the Dodgers went to Pittsburgh for the first time, and Skeens was, the man, the myth, the legend sort of thing. But all
right, let me ask you this: it's not going to happen, neither. Well, yeah. But who would you rather? No, I'm this part's not going to happen. Who would you rather have in Dodger blue? Paul Skeens or Tarek Skubal?
I think Skeens. I don't know why, but
then Livy Dunn comes with it too, and then we have to deal with that mess.
Listen. I let the Wags do their wag thing. It's all good. I don't necessarily care. The trade proposal here, I'll try to get it on the screen, but this was Bleacher Report, so again, you take it very much with a grain of salt, but it's Pirates would get Josue DePaula from the Dodgers, Dalton Rushing, and Alex Freeland. Listen, I would pull that.
That's not enough. Yeah, I'm sorry. I love Dalton Rushing and Alex Freeland, but that they're not the same value as Paul Skeens. I'm sorry, no disrespect.
You need to throw in Jackson Ferris.
You need to throw in the Lexus Dugout Club. You need to throw in the Stadium Club. Free Dodger parking. I mean, it's too much. It's too much. Paul Skeens is a generational talent, and unfortunately he is a Pittsburgh Pirate right now. I mean, I think you got to wait until he goes to arbitration, figures it out, becomes a free agent, and then see ya. They're not going to trade him.
No. I like that. The Dodger tax as well. So they're going to want even more. Don't worry. He eventually can become a free agent and eventually will be putting on a Dodger uniform, because we know the Dodgers collect talent like Infinity Stones or whatever. I don't know. They're very good at getting players, but I got nothing else to add to this one. Dodgers win. We feel good. Teoscar Hernandez, thank you for being back. Thank you for being the leader on the team and runs batted in, because we love ribeye steaks. Good win for Dustin May. Any final thoughts before we sign off?
Yeah, good win. A good win overall for both. I mean, again, you beat a really, really good pitcher, a great ace in Corbin Burnes. Dustin May looked really good. Teoscar, welcome back. Didn't seem like that. I mean, when you're running around the bases in a home run, you don't really have to push it with the hamstring. But I think even if he needed to push it, he could have. He looks good. So no, good win. And the homestand on a positive note. Let's get to New York and kick some ass.
I'm in. Guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you listen on the podcast side, if you are doing that, rate and review the show on the Apple, the Spotify. It really helps us out. Liking this show on YouTube, subscribing, sharing it with your friends, your grandma, your dog's cousin. All of those things really help us out as well. And again, tune in tomorrow. We talked to Mark Pryor. Really, really good stuff. That's at 12 o'clock Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. And that's about it. Oh, we're post-gaming Sunday.
Yeah, we're live on Sunday. Yep, we're live Sunday for the Sunday night game, I think it is, on ESPN. Clint and I will be post-game for that. Mets and Dodgers, hopefully with a series win for your LA Dodgers. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for being with us. Go Dodgers.
Bye.